try to go over as much as possible in this episode. Try not to be too long with it. Um, Give myself maybe an hour to go over everything. I'm not really gonna fuck around in practice mode or anything. I'm just gonna give you all the information and tools that you need to help improve your game. The first thing that I want to go over is start from the main menu. Things that you need to do. The first thing that you're going to need to do on your settings, okay? And we're going to go over these auto subs, and I know I had did a video on it earlier, but I have updated it since the settings that I use. There's different levels of the stamina that your players may have. Like you might have someone that's, within the 80 stamina range, they're already going to be frequently subbed. And then you also got to consider the people that are in the 90 stamina range, the amount of plays that they'll be able to run before they get factored by some of these auto subs. But with that being said, let's kind of get into it. For offense, you want a high sub in and you want to kind of high sub out for certain roles, like unless it's like a need position. Like for instance, my quarterback. All right, your starting quarterback is usually going to be superior to your backup. In some cases, you might have a decent backup that you might, or a different style, a play style backup that you might, kind of want to fluctuate in the rotation for your play style or whatever. But for the most part, for majority of the teams, you want to have it at that 70 rating. That means he'll get yellow if you're like running no huddles or whatever. Like he'll get to the yellow, but I don't think he'll get any worse than that. Like if he starts getting worse than that, it's going to affect his ability to throw, his ability to run, his carry rate. Like all of his stuff kind of gets nerfed like a fucking to oblivion. Okay, so 70 is the lowest that I'll have him automatically taken out without having to use a package. With that being said, I want to make sure he's fresh when he comes back in. So, you can bring him back in when he's, rested up for a few plays or whatever. In head to head, it's not going to, seem as long because you got to keep in mind that these scale with the amount of time that your quarters are placed on. Okay. So let's say you're playing 8-minute quarters, you're going to have a different experience as opposed to playing 5-minute quarters or 4-minute quarters or whatever like that. If you play like full game threshold 15-minute quarters, some of these subs may or may not affect your game in the later factors of the game. But I doubt anyone's really playing 15-minute quarters. Ain't got time for that unless you're just trying to lab. Let's go back into it. The running backs, the same thing with the quarterbacks or any other skill position. You want it to where they're going to be able to produce, but you want them to produce while they're green. You don't want their stuff to get any lower than green. You want them taken out because usually when they start getting yellow, their tendencies to fumble, it kind of significantly increases. Okay, so we try to keep our spell running backs in there pretty safe. And the benefit of doing this, okay, you have certain skill position like third down running back, or basically your shotgun running back or whatever. Now this is going to tune into the second and third string running back that you have on your depth chart. So let's say you got 4 backs on your team and you got your 1 and your 2 that can run your base offense, and then you have your shotgun offense, and you don't really have a way to integrate your other running backs into the game. Having this set right here is going to help you out in that aspect so that you always have a good third down running back in there that's healthy and fresh. Same thing with the sub out. Try to keep it high, the sub in, keep it high so that they come back in, damn near 100% ready to go. Receivers, because usually most teams have 5, maybe some cases 6 or more. You can kind of tone this down a little bit lower before you need to actually take them out. I still go with a high sub in because I want them to be fresh so the backups can get a couple of reps. And like I said, with 5 minute quarters, it's usually going to be like two plays tops that they probably get taken out. But them two plays, that makes a big difference when you got, the defense on its toes, and then you got a fresh receiver in there, and you're going up against a fatigued corner. You can kind of ball out with a bum receiver, but stamina plays a big factor in how these players play out in certain scenarios. Same thing with a sub end. Okay, the fullback, tight end. Not every team has a fullback. Okay, that's why this is split with fullback, tight end. Pretty much it's just your skill position blockers. It depends on how many you may have. Like if you got a decent amount, 4 or more, put it around the 80 setting. If you don't have a lot, like if you have like 2, you're probably gonna have to go with a lower setting, probably what your quarterback is at. Okay. Same thing with the offensive line. Usually anybody that blocks for you, you need to have them low enough to where they can kind of stay in there, but high enough to where they don't see what red looks like. You don't want them getting down to red. 70 is usually the lowest that I would go, unless it's just somebody that I absolutely need. And like I said, a lot of these will need to be tuned to your style play. I know a couple of you guys might play connected franchise mode, and y'all be scheming, and you draft players and you go pick players up, and then you got this one guy with an X factor, and you might not want to take him out, so kind of factor that into the equation as well. But what I got right here is pretty much going to be what your new default should be, so that you're pretty much fresh going in each play. All right, let's go into the defense. Like I said, this varies between, are you a 3-4 team or are you a 4-3 team? Usually 3-4 teams don't have but maybe 2 defensive tackles, so you might want to go with a lower setting so that you don't really hurt yourself too much, subbing him in and out and he gets abused. Whereas a 4-3, you can sub him out more frequently or whatever. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so I shouldn't have to go into the sub end. Sub end, like I said, guys, is pretty much when they come back into the game. That's the percentage of stamina that they're going to have. Defensive ends. Again, like I said, if you're a 4-3 team and a 3-4 team, it's going to vary a little bit more. If you're a 3-4 team, you probably want these at a lower setting, okay, because you're not really going to have a lot of depth on that position. All right, but 4-3 team, I would strongly suggest around the 85 and 100 ratio. I play with the Raiders, and I have 4 good pass rushers. I got Deion Jordan, Cleveland Farrell, Max Crosby, and Benson Mayowa, and they're all around the 75, overall skill gap range. So it's not really going to hurt me to take them out. They're all good. They're decent. Whereas 4-3 teams, let's get into the linebackers. 4-3 teams, whereas 3-4 teams do. So let's say you come into the linebacker sub outs and you're a 3-4 team, you might want to alter how you have your defensive ends and your linebackers. So you might want to go higher on your sub out, unless you have an X factor at that position. Okay, if you have an X factor at that position, you might want to go a little bit lower. Okay, but that's pretty much what I got them at. Cornerbacks, usually there's not too many teams that have good 3rd and 4th string cornerbacks. Okay, so you don't want this to be up so high to where you get subbed out automatically, and next thing you know, you got a 62 overall cornerback lined up against fucking Julio Jones. That's not what you want. Okay, so at the same time, you don't want your corner being gassed out over there running every play. So like I said, I kind of treat my cornerbacks like the quarterback and leave it at 70 and 90. Safeties, they're a little bit more integral because sometimes I send them to blitz, and I kind of get physical with my safeties, as far as getting after the halfback on the runs and, covering run fits. So I leave that around 80. Because the last thing I need is a safety to get fatigued and then try to go for a tackle and just get trucked. Okay, so you want to kind of keep that there. All right, so that covers your auto subs and good shit. It took me 10 minutes. That's not too bad. All right, now what I want to do, let's see what go in our settings. Another thing that's a helpful tip. Okay, I know a lot of you guys like doing custom playbooks and whatnot. Y'all want to have all the, fresh formations or whatnot. But, to be honest, you don't really need all that. All you got to do is just set your audibles. See, find you a playbook that you like. Just set your audible. Man, you might, if you want to add a couple of plays, cool, but don't sit there and be adding formation, adding formation, adding formation, adding play, adding play. Like when you start doing that shit, what's going to happen is your game is going to glitch out. See, in the previous years, what happens is when you do that and then you start doing hot route adjustments and slide protections, what's going to happen is, your game's going to blue screen out. People were using that as a way of getting out of a loss or whatever. They're basically cheating the system with the custom playbook. And, still to this day, the custom playbook is glitchy to the point where it's going to mess your game up if you have too many plays or formations or whatever. So with that being said, we're gonna try to help you guys with your audible and your play calling or whatever. So you just pretty much find a book that you like. Now, me personally, I fell in love with the NFL Live playbooks. I don't really sit there and it goes hand in hand with the setting that they added, one of the more frequent features that they added with the audible on the fly feature. So you can kind of change your audibles without having to pause it or whatever. So, if you're really, just trying to adjust and make halftime adjustments to what someone's doing on the go, then definitely you don't really need, I know defensively, I don't really need to have like a custom book when I can just adjust based off the type of player that I'm playing. So I use the NFL Live playbook for my defense. Let's see. Offensive playbook. I use a custom, but I do not add plays to it. Okay, the only thing that I've done was I adjusted audibles that would tone in to my play style. Okay, so with that being said, you want to kind of be balanced on what kind of audibles that you're selecting. I'll kind of go into my book here in a sec so that y'all can kind of see. I don't really do this too much, but fuck it, y'all need to see. So I just go into my book. It's a Raiders based playbook, and pretty much you want a good run, a good play action that looks like it, and then have another run, a quick pass or a deep pass. Just give you an idea. You got a zone run, inside run. Hey, cool. Just okay. Get you a quick pass, good play action pass. It's pretty much the base of what I'm going over here. As you can see, I got decent play actions, decent runs, quick passes, inside runs, outside runs. It's pretty much the basics. You could just look and see, as I really don't have too much to really explain here, other than you want to be deceptive, but at the same time you want to kind of be able to take advantage of whatever defenses might give you. Certain plays I don't recommend using. Anything that would involve your quarterback rolling out, like bootleg style play actions, please don't run those, because what's going to happen is people play containment defense and you're going to run right into a containment. So it's not carrying the same idealistic value that you think that you would get with the quarterback being out open in the space on the sidelines or whatever to throw the ball, because you're not going to get that. People are going to spam the same defenses, and they're going to set up their containment, and you're not going to get that. I'm going to teach you guys how to set up play action pass protection too as well here in a sec. Um, like I said, just pretty much just get a good idea. You know, you want to kind of be balanced, have a lot of different looks that you can do. So I'll just go through them all just so that you guys can see. Have a good run play with a good play action, quick pass, take advantage of whatever defenses give you. You know, get you a couple man beaters, quick route passes. I would put high value on these blue routes. If you have a formation play, whatever, if you have blue routes for your receivers and your tight ends that are like this, highly suggest it. Okay, this is better than max protect. Okay, because you can sit there and look at someone and be like, okay, I want you to go out on a route or whatever. So let's say I come out in this position, and you know I can put like a receiver out there that can block a little bit. You know, it is definitely better than max protect, and you got better routes running to the sidelines, or you have routes running to the inside. It's an underrated play. A lot of people don't use it, but I would strongly suggest, you know, at least having it in your arsenal if you have something like that. Good coverage beater. Let's see. I like to attack the seams like this. You want plays that look alike. That's really the thing. See, I like the clear out, but that curl dig route's better. Let me see. See, I could probably add that play action pass to it. Just double check because I got the dig and go. See, that Salem is nice too. That Salem is actually real nice. But I'll get on that later. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. You know, if you have a good RPO, use it. Don't want to have too many of the same things. If you have a run play, make sure you can have a play action play or with it. It goes with it. Just go through them all so you can kind of get an idea of what I like to do. This fake in around does not fucking work. But this halfback zone weak does. So we're gonna put that back in there. And then deuce close, get my jet sweep. I don't really use the counter. Need to change that. Just bear with me for a sec. Since I got the jet sweep, give me a good play action. That's all I need. Okay. Single back, deuce close, boom, boom, boom. You know, and I try to scheme around whatever my run play is my audible. And big thing, do not select the play that is your audible. Okay, that's a big helpful tip. Let's see, just double check and make sure I got everything. A couple jet sweeps, couple RPOs, couple shot plays. You know, just really just flex on them a little bit. Like, I don't need this play right here. Not too many. See, I got the Salem here too. Sorry, just bear with me. Don't run four verts. And you know what? Give me that. And I don't run this one. I'll just run like a quick pass or something. Or a Salem. This one, take this out. I run the inside zone. to the weak side. I like the play action scissor because I like to run my dive. Might actually, you know what? Just not gonna worry about it too much. Power roll, stretch, slant. That's the play I need. I need that F trail. Just bear with me. I don't know why I had that. I ain't got no viewers yet, but we're gonna be all right, man. People are gonna see this video, man. That's the important thing. Okay, so we'll say that. Now, defensively, you don't really need a custom book. As long as you go NFL Live playbooks, it's already going to have everything that's going to fit your scheme. Whether you're a 4-3 team or 3-4 team, or pretty much just personnel. Let's say you got a bunch of safeties on your team. You know, you might got a bunch of nickel packages or whatever that you can use. You know, definitely want to take advantage of that. Yeah. Now I'm going to kind of show you guys. I'm going to play a game, and I'm going to kind of show you guys the other half of this video, so it might take me a while. Oh yeah, depth chart. Like I said, remember when I got earlier off in the video, I was explaining why you want a low setting for your auto sub out on your quarterback is because usually if you go through most of these teams, there's not really any good backups. You know, unless the backup is like, unless the backup is like neck and neck with, you might be able to do it with the Saints, but 96 versus 75, come on, man. You might be able to do it with the Redskins. You're not going to have much of a difference there. But for the most part, man, the gap between the first string and your second string is going to be pretty significant. So it's not like you're going to actually need them. Usually 15 or so. Why they got Minshew worse than Foles? Whatever. Yeah, but some teams, there's not much of a difference, but more than not, it's going to be more favoritistic towards your starting quarterback. Oh, they finally started toning his ass down. Damn well he ain't worth no 40 million, whatever the hell he was trying to rob them folks of. Jesus, that motherfucker's still at 99. It's crazy. But yeah, pretty much. It's not, bro. What the fuck? Yeah. Alright, so we're not going to really go to... I know I'm a 4-3 team, so most of my stuff is going to be based off that, and then the amount of, as you go through the game, if you're a head-to-head player, they got it set to where you can kind of use injured guys, which is helpful if you have depth, and injuries. Not that I would wish players to get hurt during the year, but on Madden and head-to-head is beneficial to have those extra players that you can use. The way I usually do my running backs is I don't use like my 1 and 2 as my identical, scheme based. I do change a pace back style. So I'll have like my power first, and then I'll use my speed second. So if I use a spell halfback, I'm getting a change of pace. Fullbacks, wide receivers. The wide receiver one is pretty significant because really it's between your second and your third guy. Fourth guy really doesn't get used unless you have your wide receiver subset to where he can just come in. And your fifth guy, he's going to be your special teams guy. So you want someone like I could probably put like a tight end or someone that can tackle and get downfield there. It really doesn't matter. I want to put like a halfback down there and get down there fast and make the tackle. I could do that. It really doesn't matter because your fifth string, he's not really going to be used in head-to-head. Your sixth string, he's not going to be used at all in head-to-head. Tight ends, doesn't matter. Your offensive line, it varies. Just make sure you got your best guys in there. Your left guard and left tackle backup's not really going to matter. The only ones that might matter is if you use like the 6 offensive line packages and the 6 offensive line 2 packages, where your backup right guard or right tackle might come in. So you might want to have a decent backup there that can come in and contribute if you need be. Same thing, the way I got my defensive end set up is where I can just, that's the luxury of the Raiders is, they're very like close. There's not much of a difference between my second and my third string, or my first and second string. With that being said, I like to get these guys involved in multiple positions. So I'll come in, like Hurst and Hall will be my starters, but let's say I want to get some speed and I'm dealing with like someone that likes to use Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson, and these guys aren't going to exactly be able to get to them fast enough. That's where I go defensive line sub, and then I got some faster guys that can get after the quarterback from the inside, force him out of the pocket, and then I'll have Cleveland Farrell, Crosby, and Mayoa and Jordan on the line. What up, Justin? Left outside linebacker situation is still up for grabs for me. I'm kind of waiting, hoping that they add the new guy, Yukimi Aligwe or whatever his name is. They need to hurry up and add his ass so I can really play to my standard. Your middle linebackers, 3rd and 4 actually gets used on special teams. So you want to make sure you got 3 and 4 decent linebackers that can help you out there. I'm trying to see. Cornerback. I use a safety as my 3rd string. Now, I'm waiting for the draft too, man. But I'm gonna go over this number 4 cornerback spot. Okay, there's something special about this spot. If you run the like certain playbooks, they got trick plays or whatever. See, Isaiah Johnson played wide receiver. Okay, if you know your team, you might know that they might have some certain traits that might be beneficial. So occasionally I might go for, like a fake field goal fullback pass or something. I don't do it a lot, but when I do, usually this hits it, goes for a touchdown. This guy can catch the ball. Look at her, 74, and he's got decent route running. For a defensive back, he got decent route running. And that's all he needs in a fake punt. Like just enough to get loose and get open. That's all he needs. Okay, so number 4 and number 5 need to have these routes. Preferably, you want number 4 to have the best. Trayvon Mullen can do it too. So I might be like, okay, I'll sub his ass in there so he can get in on it. Trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to go over. Free safety. Usually you want your second strings to be able to be good hitters, coming in on special teams, make some licks. Second string here needs to be a good blocker. That's the only thing you need right there. And now, this position with the Eagles, I think that's the only team. Like, there's a couple of teams you used to be able. Oh, you took him out. Ah, yo. Hold up. Yo, they took his ass out. Hold up. There used to be certain teams you have like an out of position guy. Now I remember earlier in the year. Yeah. We go back. What team was that? Look at this glitch. That is a glitch. Because you could put him in on fucking special teams as your kickoff starter. You won't need a kicker. What's his kick power? That's really what it's going to boil down to. Because, I mean, he doesn't really have. Let's tackle. So he's not really going to kick it super deep. But he'd probably be good for, like, you know, if you're trying to do some glitchy shit. Whatever. I'm trying to see if there's any more out of position players at the kicker position. You used to be able to take that guy on the Eagles, you linebacker, you used to be able to do it with. And then you can do it with the Cowboys. You can have Heath. I'm surprised nobody actually does this shit with the Cowboys. You know, you got all these Cowboy fans and they don't even know how to use their team. Let me see. You just want to look at their kick power. So I mean, he can be used. I don't know if he can throw the ball. Let me see. Yeah, he can't really fucking throw the ball. But you could probably run with it. He can hit somebody. I know that. 89 speed. So he probably, you know, if you're trying to do trick plays or something, it'd be good to have. So they took the guy off the Eagles. Alright, that's cool. Alright, let me go back to my team. Long snapper, man. I know some teams they have like a dude that's, you know, on the team as a long snapper, man. Take his ass out. Okay, I'm gonna explain how this long snapper position works. Okay, if you're kicking field goals, you want your center. Okay, you want your center if you're kicking field goals. Now, if you're punting the ball, you want whoever your long snapper is. So, like, let's say I'm punting the ball, you want like a tight end that can get down the ball, you know, real fast. Okay, you want speed if you're punting. Hopefully that helps y'all a little bit, you know. So like you might want to manually sub him out in punt formations. But like if you like doing trick plays from the punting, you know, keep your center in there. Especially him being a superstar, you know, I'm gonna prefer to have him in there because he's gonna have what linebackers in the punting position helping him block, and linebackers can't really block like that. So we'll do that. Try to see. I think for the most part, that's gonna be it. Now here's the reason why I use Joyner. Joyner can cover. He's got good coverage stats, even though he's a safety. And I put him as my number 3, and what that does, it gets him on special teams on the outside. But I also use him as my sub linebacker. So with me putting him as my sub linebacker and putting Isaiah in the slot, I still got my 3 cornerbacks on the slot, and then I can keep Joyner on the inside, and you know, pretty much just get your best players around. You know, you don't want your shit to glitch up to where you got your guy playing so many positions and you don't have it set up to where, you know, you can kind of move your packages around and see where else he can go. It's not like one of that, and then you fucking try to do that shit, and then you have like a 4-string guy playing a position that you ain't even put on your depth chart. It can kind of get complicated. But I've spent a lot of time in practice mode trying to figure out who goes where, in what position. And if y'all have any questions or whatever, man, feel free to ask. I can kind of help you out where these guys go. But with that being said, you can also do that, and you can say, like, go share and manage files, and you can save your roster, okay? And that'll save for head-to-head or whatever. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go into this game, and I'm going to kind of show you a couple of things that I look for. Now, I don't really like head-to-head because it's a spam fest. So, and then I don't know exactly what people might be starting off doing. I do know that if I have a good game, I'm going to be seeing a lot of meta, which is where they're pretty much trying to send and block, send a lot of people. Oh, now just give me 1 sec. Now, it can be annoying to block those, but I think I've seen them enough to where I can make the right adjustments. And my goal in this game is to not get sacked. Okay, try to set that as my goal.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders.
Damn near impossible to stop.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This will be taken very short, and they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
They got a dude, a stud, and he's going to be doing that shit. You got to play cover one.
Come on, set. 30 base.
You got to shade inside. You got to play that safety.
Throwing on first down, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, an even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Don't see is where you don't
Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback.
So
They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Because he has Barkley and definitely.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
But one, let's see what he's in. See how he plays defense.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He's doing a lot of things, so my guess is he's probably crashing to that side.
Express, move.
Carr going to throw. This complete to Jones. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
That route. I'm going to still get over the top, but I'm going to tackle him differently.
Shotgun now for Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go, D. Get up. Hey, Haywood. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check 37. Check 37. Hey, exit.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down.
He'll complete
this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Nice.
They completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
Throwing Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Benson Mayoa, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Inside 3rd.
High 7.
Inside 3rd.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He completes it to Tate. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4.
I'm very creative.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
What I need to do is I need to capitalize. I think we'll try a couple of quick passes. He's playing cover 2.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Pull the safety off. We're going to try to hit Renfro across the middle.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, when you throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Oh, man, this guy got...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Okay, so he's got his linebacker over there. So what that tells me, I can run a drag route and a vert.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he'll find his running back here, Richard. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And out of bounds right around the 20. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Drag route. In route. Smart route. In route.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 29 is the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
4th and 17, ain't no point in sitting there going for it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Shut Barkley down. Yeah, he's in a single back wing. So if he's in a wing set, I'm just going to play cover 6. Any slot or any formation like that, you need to play cover 6. Cover 6, cover 9, depending on how they're attacking.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. Again, he finds an opening. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Even if he's in cover 2 man.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Take the ladder. So he's in cover 3.
Carr now on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From midfield, here's Carr. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Flip. Who's coming?
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike 29. I don't even know why this team showed up. 29.
To throw, it's Carr.
Oh my God, dude.
Incomplete.
Fuck.
After watching him drop that snap,
Fuck
I
me.
can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
We're just going to block the running back. What we're going to do is we're going to pull the coverage to the right. We're going to try to get Williams on that 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr.
Yeah.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it.
Yeah,
but it's now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And he is out of bounds here.
Oh, come on, bro. That was a safety. Oh, the guy just cheated me. All right. That's cool. Whatever. Gun doubles. Why?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I go I for him pro. This is one where I blitz.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
65, 65, 65. Deuce. Get.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. On 3rd down, Barkley.
There we go.
And blocked down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Like Zeke will never be what Barkley is.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end
zone. Never has
zone.
been, or probably never will be.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Big boys take shots.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield for 29 yards on 3rd down.
I actually have a shot at hitting. That's fine.
From the gun, Carr. Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Under with the in route. Of course, I'm going to have to do that and that. But it's good.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Playing a lot of man cover.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Try to get circle open up in the middle.
Again, it's Carr.
Not easy.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Carr now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
So we're going to smart route. Try to run an out route and smart route it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
To disguise it. He's going to block. Read that route there. Block him. And hit the tight end.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
I would need 2 points anyway, so I'm not really going to stress it too much right now. However, I am kind of close. When I'm close, I do like to take risks.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Come out, single back. See if I can get like a spot route off. That would be my best route.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, well.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That's one pro, so we can come out in a wide 9 and hit them with a cornerback blitz. Or I can do the safety blitz.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is my theme with Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw.
There we go.
Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole.
Get that outside. Oh my God. This is annoying.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I shit you not.
He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I know he's been clutching in cover 3, but he might catch him in cover 2.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
He might get over the top. Yep, that's cover 2. I don't care if you bring him back. You're not catching this guy.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the lead is down to 2.
It's crazy because I know how to stop him. It's just he's that dude. And if I get a safety right here.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Tried the wide 9. I might have to probably send a safety. It's my best guess. Probably shade inside and underneath.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this.
There's a turnover.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Take this up. Corner gets pulled off.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs.
Woo!
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, Orbit! I can't believe they let you express.
Clear my PR guy.
From the 24, Carr.
Hold on to it, baby.
Touchdown, Raiders.
That's the animation we need.
Darren Waller with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
Way to hold on to that bitch.
And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Now you got to stop barking.
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
That would be clutch.
Listen, and that is going to be a safety.
Let's fucking go!
Points. That's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or
no more Barkley, bro. I'm not fucking throwing it.
So they've got to send the defense out there and say,
guys, it to the guy,
we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Cut one. Got my 2 points back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And
they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Run the drag route over the top.
Throwing now is Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
In open space. That's what you don't want me to do.
Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2.
2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ooh, that's safety right there, man. So now we know he's got to throw the ball. We know he's not going to do shit.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They begin with a run by Barkley.
There we go.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out. Didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They play
and rode him right out of bounds. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I'm not worried. We're going to play fucking big nickel. We're going to play fucking cover 2 and going to spy.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And some space here. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
The drag route. And then we'll block him.
Mike, 55, right there.
Carr going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 63 yards.
Hit 90-something overall Barkley versus my 54 overall receiver.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
He can't defend it. And speed kills if you know how to use it.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Fucking stopping Barkley is a problem. Off the rip.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Play over the top.
A first down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Might be able to do that from the 4-3 if he comes out in a heavier package.
Now the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
We want it. Come to my world.
Now it's Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run with Barkley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check back. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Bravo. It's just me. Express. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Ready? Express.
We're going to block the running back over there.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Here we go. Mike. That's it.
Carr going to throw here. Jones has it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Block the tight end.
29.
Now Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams. 27 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Please don't quit, man. I want to see my stat.
Carlson on for the PAT.
I'm going to squib kick it.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he
Can't
knocks
take
another
your foot
one
off the
through
gas
to extend the
Giants,
lead.
Man. This dude could have easily fucking won. You know, he got up on me earlier, remember? I was like, I said,
following the touchdown, ready to kick
figure
it
him out
away
and
is
get your field
Carlson.
goal. That's how I started off playing this game.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
We come out on top big.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Actually, I threw 6 touchdown passes. One was with a fucking backup. Didn't really run the ball a lot. But that boy, he's a fucking weapon. If you know how to use him, speed kills, man. That boy is a fucking weapon. He even got 1 drop, but he still balled out. Tyrell did his damn thing. That last catch at the end. I couldn't stop. Them 2 sacks was his fault, man. But Lorenzo Carter is pretty fast. But Joyner, Mayowa, Joseph all got a sack. Joyner, Pitt. I'm trying not to keep y'all up too, man. Got 1 good game out. I just want to see 1 replay. Damn, the 1 play that I wanted to see, the dot. They won't even save that. Like, they don't ever save the good plays. Look at there, another bomb. Didn't get saved. All I see is Barkley. Yeah, they got me this bomb. Is this the drag route or the vert? Oh, that's the one where I put. Yo, took his user out. He thought I was running the drag. Oh, I love that fucking play right there. He gets wide open, then he too fast. The wheel route blocks for me. Let's see if there's any other plays in here. Oh, there's another one they didn't even show. And they get dude, I scored 43 points in the 4th quarter. I can't make this shit up, man. 5-minute quarters. Once I figure you out, it's pretty much money at that point. I scored 43 points in 1 quarter. I think this ain't even the first time I've done that. Like, I think the most I did was 40. But this definitely I need to show my dude this. Yeah, I had to show my dude that. But my dude, let's see if there was anything in the 1st quarter. Like, he held me down. I really wasn't able to start lighting the board up into the 2nd half. I was able to move it downfield. But every time you play someone is different, you know. But the thing about head-to-head, people usually just sit there and they'll spam like 2 or 3 plays, like no cap. They'll stay in 2 or 3 shit, and they'll rely on superstar players to get after you. Like, there's no actual skill in head-to-head. Part of the reason because, you know, people pick those teams. Second part, they spam 1 or 2 plays on defense. 1 or 2 plays on offense is stupid. It's like no guessing point. Like, once you figure someone out, like, that's why I probably put the 43 points up on the dude. Like, his defense wasn't confusing. Like, I knew what he was in most of the time in certain situations. And that's what it comes down to, man. Like, y'all cannot be spamming. Like, that's, like, be creative. You know, I get creative. You got no choice but to get creative. You see me, man. I start sending safeties and corners. I can't let you figure me out. I really don't have a choice because I don't have an X factor player on defense. So I gotta get those overloads.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5.
He's already made a comment he had him for the Tennessee or for the Raiders. He didn't get paid.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
So don't say nothing. 36, 36. Begin.
1st down, Murray.
Oh!
Nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Make sure you pass commit. That'll help the pass rush a little bit.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I like going
no gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of these linebackers.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9.
If you have a good return.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
That's like 2 or 3 formations.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
It really depends on how he line up. What he gives me. Looks. I see Chandler Jones, so I'm definitely going to have to ID him. He's a pass rusher.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And that wheel route,
and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Have an option here. That could probably run like...
Mike's 59. I got it.
Like that.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Drag route.
On 1st down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr again. He's got his man. It's Williams. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way,
take that corner, get
big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
There we go. Halfback. Really? Dude. They better get me to win for that. Because I know damn well my internet is not fucking up. Yeah, they gave me to win. Okay. Let's see if we can get one more game in. Try to adapt a little bit. I got to get out of spamming tendencies.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. This is taken at his 4.
No. Get out in front of him.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I don't like it. As long as he doesn't motion me back, I gotta play here.
Now Cousins.
Oh my God,
Come on, bro. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right position. Make the 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, it's Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
To throw is Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up some.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Man,
and a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
All right, so same thing we were doing last time.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Man coverage.
Motion. 734.
We see man coverage, we're going to take a shot.
Shotgun now for Carr. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Just kick the field goal, man.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 14-0.
All right, we need to bounce back here, man.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
All right, we're going to try to get a little creative here. We'll try it end around.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
So I could probably run like a drag route with him.
From the gun, it's Carr. eluding the pressure right.
Let it go, go, go.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Backing vertically from the back. Then come over the top of the in route as a coverage beater. Still got the flat as an option.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz able to get the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
The blocker over there.
55, right there in the middle. 55. I got you, son. Express. Mark 55. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun on 3rd down. Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Remember, like I said earlier, people in second head-to-head, they spam. Once you see the
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Usually you should be able to make the same adjustment. You might.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Like I said, I don't have superstar X factors, so it varies.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle. From the 31, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, and not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
So, one of 2 ways I can beat cover 3.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
Here we go! Use a catch, baby! Let's fucking go.
He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
These skills are nasty.
Big play there. 79 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Count me out of games, man. You can't count me out.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
I got to make faster adjustments or come out in a play that already has.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's see if he can catch on to cover 4.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Cousins.
I thought I could get over it.
Complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing his Cousins. He's going to go for a big play. This is caught inside the 15. 33 yards that time. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
There's some pressure on that quarterback.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Probably just going out my linebackers and then cross man the safeties. That is an option.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jesus. All right, see if we can get us a shot play. And I got a minute and 54.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 78 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
You might want to be in there cover 3 quarters, cover 3 man. 3 man deep, whatever it is.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
So definitely going to have to. I want to get them in this formation.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get
there we
stop.
go. That's what I wanted.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. That sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And he will score.
Christ, I should have used it dead, man.
Vikings. Stephon Diggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Like I said
Bailey
earlier,
now to kick it away after the touchdown.
X-factors. And they'll keep spamming until they get.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Give me that flat route. And these two receivers on go routes. Pull those coverages back. Doesn't defend it.
From the gun, Carr.
Flat route open.
Caught by Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
That flat route. Check now.
Operating from the gun, Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Run a big route just to get it in there.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports
he's backing up his
halftime
coverage.
report.
He knows I can bomb on him. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to start
line.
yanking him underneath. Got to pull his coverages down.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
So what he's basically doing, he's opening my run game.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
He's got to respect Gaffer over here.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
On the backside.
They'll run on first down. Richard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Carr.
Yep.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
You're going to get tired of me bombing on you, bro.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Spamming something.
A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
I want to get a safety, man. If I can get a safety again like I did
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken short.
Outside.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I know he's going to try to do.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on second down. Cousins.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it.
Oh my God! Fucking, I was in the right defense.
You just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments, or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Cousins now.
Go to my other safety.
That's good for 86. Cook strip.
There we go. There we fucking go. Let's go.
They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who caught it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense
I can hit him with a corner strike.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it.
I still got my flat route.
Cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
My best guy. Running in route. Then run a drag route. And get an extra blocker. And it should look like that. Square should be my guy.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long. Carr. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Man blitzes. If he's not blitzing, then it's running back's going to be a threat.
From the gun, Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
I need to shorten this route. And a drag. And a slant.
Throwing again. Carr.
Man, beat it.
Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
He's crashing. He's checking right down. Express.
Get him out of position.
Here's Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
94 wheels inside. Put the double team on the defensive tackle. Since he pinched in, we move it to the defensive end. And then ID the defensive tackle, because that's the gap that we want to hit. Motion him out, and cornerback gets out of the box.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! A 3-yard touchdown run.
Just like that,
as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken near the 13. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
All right, so he's probably going to try to run, slow the game down. I need to come out in this.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown.
Watch.
That's a no-no.
There we go.
We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
There we go.
And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football
yeah,
here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Trying to get through that gap. ID the other defensive tackle. Motion him out. Try to kick someone outside.
On first down, it's Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
You run like an outside off tackle.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
See if I can get him. Yeah, there we go. Take that decoy receiver out. Alright, since we're trying to get through this gap, I'm going to ID him. Hike the wall! Fuck!
That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Alright, so we got to go back to the man beater route. Same thing, run this drag route, since he's liking man coverage so much. Run a slant route. Double check, make sure it's man inside the baseline and he's zone. So he's in a zone, we'll probably hit the drag. Or
right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Put a zone beater route right there.
On second down, here's Carr.
There go that man again.
He completes it to Jones.
Oh no.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
They'll run on first down. Jacobs able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Put the double team. Put the double team on him. ID him. I got it.
Kill. Express. Kill. Take 4. Watch the ship.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
He switched. I gotta respect. Put respect on him.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
I mean, I got the zig route. Zig route's usually a go-to. He's playing man-match defense, so it might pull him inside just enough. And even if he user chases that route, then the backside.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
54. 93.
So how do we create space? We'll come outside.
They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Boom.
This is caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Formations like this. Take the tight end, block him.
Right there. 808. Yeah, right there. 53.
Carr to throw.
Need to pull that wide.
That's caught at the 3. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point
once
by
I figure
Carlson,
people out,
good.
once I see
And they will take a 7-point lead.
brain. I can't wait till next year, man. Hopefully.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
On both sides of the ball. See how free agency goes.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Try to hype yourself up for the next Madden.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Take what you can get from it. Keep it moving. Go back to this cover 4.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Cousins to throw.
Two elite receivers.
It's complete to Diggs. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
So I'm gonna have
now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Probably zone all line.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. He'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
You can play cover 2, man. Fuck it. Play cover 2. You're not going to play man when you play zones. Not really no point in blitzing now. Cover 1 would be more logical. I'll probably have to spy 1.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. He's back to throw, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
He probably
failing now to kick it away after the touchdown.
14 seconds, he's going to probably be playing fucking prevent.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
He plays cover 3 that he's been running.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position.
I told you I got 1 play touchdown for every play in the game if you don't play me.
And he's in!
And that's how you
walk off, kidding me?
walk off touchdown
One of
pass.
the most improbable ways to finish a game.
Just like he said,
and they
most
do win it on the
way.
final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively? One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, Parker?
That's one of those
I didn't see him in 3-man deep. I'm taking my shot.
Overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make 1 play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a
Look
play and a heck of an ending to this script.
82.
Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right?
Came
the touchdown to win
back.
it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put a whipped cream, maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
And he got the X Factor guy.
So that'll do it for us, for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.
Y'all should have seen me at the beginning of the year when I had AD.
Right here on EA Sports.
That shit was just not fair.
The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
I had Zay Jones, Gafford. Both of them showed the fuck out. And I don't even really throw to Jones like that for real. I didn't know he had 166. I think that was from them flat routes I was running. Trying to get him over the top. Kendricks, my safety was getting through. I mean, appreciate y'all watching, man. Like I said, y'all can kind of go back and you know, watch the first half of the video if you missed anything. Try to leave some tips in there for you to help y'all guys out, make y'all better players. You know, from the games y'all watch, hopefully y'all picked up a few things. Really, it's just paying attention to what people line up in, and like I said, big emphasis on people will spam, and you just got to know how to beat what they're in. You know, there's certain default plays, certain motions, you know, this, that, and the other. You make a few adjustments, man, you can be great too, and you can have walk-off touchdown passes at the end of the game with like 5 seconds left. It don't always happen like that, you know. Logically, people are supposed to be in like a prevent style defense to prevent that shit from happening. But I guess he thought Harrison Smith was just gonna be that guy, and then he wasn't. I wonder if there's anything else I can go over that I haven't already went over, probably from earlier. I think people just, like I said, people play head to head. It's not so much about, you know, if you play it, you're expecting to go in there and go undefeated. You're not going to go undefeated unless you just don't play a lot. Okay? If you want to go on like a 30-game win streak, I'm going to be honest with you. Play like 2 games a week. If you want to go undefeated, play like 2 games a week. But what's going to happen, you might be undefeated, but people are going to keep passing you in the rankings, because head-to-head is about how many games you play and complete. So if you rage quit, or you pull your plug, you cut your internet off, or disconnect, desync in any way, form, shape, or fashion, that counts against you on the ranking. Like, you lose more points disconnecting as opposed to you pausing the game and just conceding and say, yo, you got it, man. You know, I forfeit. You know, do it like that. Don't be rage quit, get mad, turn your PlayStation off. That's going to fuck your rank up. You do it enough. You know, they used to track it. It used to be called DNF percent, did not finish percent. Okay, any other game you play, like if you do like a race, like, I don't know, I play GTA, like if you do a race and you don't finish that race before everybody else finishes their race, you don't get no credit. No credit at all. It's almost like you didn't even do it, but you did queue up for it type of way. You know? That's kind of like being a bad sport. You don't get privileged rewards for being a bad sport. So you get nothing for just pulling the plug. Okay? As opposed to you, like I said, just going in there, pausing the game, you feel like you can't win, just concede the game. Quit that way. It's not gonna hurt you. You pull the plug and shit that, turn your PlayStation off, trying to, you know, suspend the application, doing all that bullshit. Come on, man. You're hurting yourself more than you're helping yourself. Don't do that. Trying to see what's anything else. Y'all seen the first game? Saquon Barkley's fucking overpowered as fuck. I don't even know what the dude has. I just know I can't even stop. He give me problems. I need to actually look at that dude, because he's been giving me hella problems the last few days. Let's see. Always check people's rosters too, man. Like, if you see somebody and you play somebody frequent enough, like, this dude's probably gonna be like 90 something overall. They gave him that 96 agility. That's probably why he's fucking hard as fuck to bring down. Cause that motherfucking agility is one of those stats that motherfuckers can stop on a dime and turn left, right, back real fucking quick. Let me see. He got a high ass braid tackle. He's not really much of a trucker, but he can truck. He's more elusive. Considered elusive back. He can probably truck like defensive backs and shit. He ain't gonna truck no linebacker with 83 trucking. But he's very elusive, so he could probably be elusive to linebackers, but he's not got enough elusiveness to probably stop one of them hybrid safeties. He doesn't have a very good ball carrier vision, but that'll probably change. They'll probably give him like 85 ball carrier vision or higher. He got a good stiff arm. Yo, that's a deadly. If he goes up one more on that spin move, he'll be elite tier. He's already elite tier juke. Jesus Christ, I want a 94 juke. 94 carry. He's actually a pretty good catcher. Decent route running. And he can jump. Jesus Christ. Can't really block or anything. But other than that, this motherfucker's a monster. So I gotta keep my eye on Saquon. There's that rookie Slayton. That motherfucker right there. Yeah, I don't be sleep on him. Next year, he's going to be a monster. He's on, what's his name? Go-to target. Yeah, I'll be sleep on that motherfucker right there. I'm surprised that last dude didn't even go to him. Sometimes, like I said, just look at your opponent rosters, man. See what you're dealing with. Someone gives you a fucking problem, you need to look them up. Got Hernandez. Like, they don't really have a good. And they got Ziegler. We run a 3-4 defense. Oh yeah, I forgot they picked that dude up. That motherfucker a monster. Thank God I ain't let him get. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I'm yawning like this. So tired. Just look around, see what they got. They picked this dude up. He should be higher than a 68 overall. They ain't doing that boy no justice. He's like a 70 something overall, to be honest. He was a safety. Right outside. That boy. He fat. Bro, what the fuck? Yo, the Giants ain't got no. They got speed, but they don't have no fucking good dudes whatsoever. Hey, Jesus fucking Christ. They gave away all their corners. You almost like sitting on a. That sucks. Then you got an old ass safety. You got Julian Love. I guess they don't want to use him. Yeah, they need help. Okay, so really, that's all they really got is they got Barkley. That motherfucker is a monster. Quick truck animation. They need to give fucking Jacobs an ability, man. They didn't do Jacobs no justice. How many more years that man got? Jesus. That's who we should have fucking drafted. How is he not a quality guy, man? He fit the mold of our shit. 6'5". Yeah, man, we can play. Sam, you probably kick my butt, man, but I haven't figured out how to play. Yeah, let me exhibition. Play a friend. I hate trying to find people like this. I swear this guy waits till I get sleepy and then he wanna play me. I'm yawning like a motherfucker. I feel it. Yo, why is this dude not in my... Not in my shit. I see KJ on. I don't even see this guy. He must be offline. There he is. How you gonna ask me for a game and you're not even on? Alright, so... I like them pants. But we're gonna be the home team. We'll do the away jersey. That way we got the black number. Cause I like the black number. Oh, let me get out of this chat. Hold up. Alright, there he is. What's up, my dude? I've already looked at mine. Mine isn't nothing but mine is the same. They haven't updated Oakland yet. It's still the same. But I think they might have updated Tampa's. I'm not sure. And you know they gave Jameis Winston the passing title this year. He got the passing title and the most interceptions ever in a single season. Hey, but Brett Favre threw 29 one year though. He broke Brett Favre's record. He got the passing title though. I'm trying not to spam and do plays, my go-to plays too much. I've been winning. Like, I've been catching people off guard. I played 2 games. I played the Giants. And I played the Vikings. On stream. Fucking came back, whooped their ass. By the way, you are on stream, so. I'm wearing white, I'm wearing white, I'm wearing white. What happened to your black jerseys? I thought y'all had an all black jersey. It should be on there. Yeah, shit. Well, y'all had a black jersey with like the brownish pants or something, like, I don't know. Yeah, the black helmet. It was like a blackish helmet, I think. That shit was nice. I think that's the closest one you got. No, go back to that one. Go back. Now change your jersey. No, other one. Let's see what jersey you got. You had them pants. I don't know, the dark pants. Yeah, there's your black jersey. So you just gotta find your black pants. There, boom, there you are. There's your all black jersey. Now you gotta find your helmet. Use the dark helmet. You switched over. It's the old school helmet, the 04 helmet or something. I don't know. Which ones you got? Yeah, that's the one right there. Now change the socks to Color Rush socks. Or those decent. Color Rush is was a oneer. A onesie. Yep. I like the black uniform. The Raiders should have an all black uniform. That fucked up, man. That's our two colors and we don't even got an all black uniform. Our Color Rush is a fucking all white. Bro. Like, come on, man. Give us fucking black or like give us a silver Color Rush with black stripes, or give us a black Color Rush with silver stripes. You know, something like that. I don't know why they give us a white and fucking silver, and it's a fucking home game. Like, hopefully we get us a new uniform. I mean, we're going to Vegas. Give us a new uniform to celebrate it or something. You know, give us they didn't even give us a 60th anniversary uniform. I don't know. Dave Casper.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
What uniforms? I like this. Call that play.
One down. Later 8. 180. Wildville. Check 37. Check. General West. Chance. White.
Not recently.
Express.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think, you got to say it after every time you do it, man. You do it once a week. Yo, did they add your boy, or was he not significant enough for them to? No, who's that guy that played quarterback / defense? Huh? Cornerback. 93 speed. 6'1", 186. Decent agility, decent acceleration. Y'all probably might. He played on the scout team as a quarterback. So
and there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I can't be aggressive against you. You know all my one plays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check. Your mind. Watch the shift. Express. Watch the slant. Motion.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mike 5-4. Express. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 56-94. 54.
Hey, Echo. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Down to lose one.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
What the fuck?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch 12. Tight end right.
My bad.
To throw again. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Express. 29.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
7:34. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Express.
58 to Mike. And I'm coming after you.
Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one.
Catch, man.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey. Right down. Check 3, check 3.
Deuce right, Chief.
Switch. Deuce.
Express.
Watch the edge.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
64, quick.
Hey, switch gears. Check.
White.
Double up.
Express.
They go with Jacobs, and he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch the screen. Check. Lucky. Whip.
Low.
SOS.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Get down.
Oh, bowls right over him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Someone sent me a party invite. What's going on? Hey, welcome to the stream. Waiting for this guy. And like I said, when I finish this stream, you can always just go back. Most of my tips will be at the beginning of the video. But the gameplay is always a plus. You ready?
A gain of 24 yards. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I want to pick a play. It's going to go to the 2nd quarter now.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Oakland. The homestanding Raiders with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Back. Heavy. 26. Watch twist. Express.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Purified water is peroxide.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 734. 54. Mike 54.
Throwing now is Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So it is.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
To throw, Winston. He's got a man complete. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 92 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go one more. 45. Mike, 45. I got you, boy.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
No.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
50 to Mike. Hey, that's scared.
Barber on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike's 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Zoom. Hey, Mike's 50. Watch. Wait. Hey.
Jameis to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans,
I don't quit
46 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check, 45 to Mike. Check.
Go.
Throwing again. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
I'm going to run you over.
Carr now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Minter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
You can't stop me.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
After the sack on first down, Carr under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Watch the safety creep. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He's got a man, it's Williams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Express. Get the ball. 45.
Now Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 35 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air. And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now on 2nd and 16. Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Express. Get him, you got him. 45. Kill.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Y'all playing it wrong. 9. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Strip. Strip that ball. 45. Mike, 45.
On first down, Carr finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4. Rip left.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Yo, Chief. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him. Express. Hey,
now Carr again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Ready. Flag 25 behind. Green, triple T.
Jameis now on first down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
I actually enjoy playing, man. It's better than playing head-to-head, motherfuckers. Just the same shit. I gotta actually think when I play it. I gotta be quiet a little bit. The streamers might not like that, but I just gotta watch what I do, man.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
You'd be like, oh shit.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Halftime, baby. Low score at halftime. That's what I like.
2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Capitalize.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Let him know. Green, triple T.
To throw is Winston. He's going to air one out.
Oh my God, my user really?
And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Winston. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And that one kick.
Ronald Jones taking it in. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
All I can do is just control what happens after.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Superstar ability, man. Wish I had something like that. But Crosby needs something.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Single receiver.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
No skill.
Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
I know how to play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Express. 808. Check. Get set. Check.
To throw, it's Carr.
Roll the ball. Come on, man.
Levante David in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
I had man open where I wanted him to.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Check 24. Check 24. Kill. Check nickel.
White Monday down.
Tighten up.
Tie down. Raider 1.
Rush in.
Shotgun now for Carr. Buying time to his left. Looking downfield for wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Express.
You don't want it. You got tight. You got tight.
That's right.
You got tight right there. Kill.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
694. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Orbit. It's going to be a long day. Express. It's going to be a long day. 45 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. 45 to 29. Check. 45 to Mike.
Carl try it again on second down. He completes it to Jones.
Pass interference.
And he gets this one inside the 15,
that would have been
just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth.
Situation, and I won it. Shit, now I know how to do that. I'm gonna do that.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
You like sending people. So I'm gonna fucking counter that.
45. Check Mike 45. 734. Hey, wahoo!
Again, it's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Carlson on for the PAT. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
29 is Mike 20.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. That's caught by Howard. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On 1st down, it's Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wait.
Let's get off the field.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and long for Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Winston connecting with Howard. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike 29. Flip it. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Now Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Jones. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
That's fielded
in
the end zone.
Not this shit. Not this shit. Come on, EA. Really? Dude. Really, that shit really just, yeah. Whatever. Bro, that's beside the point. Like, you've seen what just happened. No, it wasn't. It just happened.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw.
And they're going to sack him again. The
you had
5th
it.
time
Like,
they've
as soon as I
got him
seen
today,
that shit,
and
I
this
knew
one
it was
results in a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what?
Like playing
this was now just about over.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
On the same PlayStation.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Yeah.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive guy, but it was a fun little track.